everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the process of how I clean and organise my skincare drawers, which is actually a follow on from my previous video where I did the exact same thing but for my makeup drawers. So if you haven't already seen that, I will leave a link to it up here and also in the description box, so make sure you go and check that video out after this one. But today I'm going to be focusing on my skincare. As I mentioned in my previous video, I did actually do this process not that long ago, and I actually ended up getting rid of quite a lot of old products then, and for some reason I didn't think to film it then, so there might not be an awful lot that I get rid of today, but it definitely needs cleaning and tidying, so I'm going to just show you the process of how I do it. Just like with my everyday makeup, I have products that sit on my dressing table that are just easier to get to for everyday use, and at the moment I've got this moisturiser. This is from Primark. I do actually swap them around sometimes depending on like the time of year, the weather and that kind of thing, but for now that is the moisturiser that sits on my dressing table, and now I'm going to show you inside the drawers. You may have already seen from my previous video that these are the Alex 9 drawers from IKEA. This is what I use to store all of my products in. So these top three are for makeup, this one is like medication, and then from here all the way down to here is all skincare. The bottom one is hair care products that I don't really use or not that often, so they just get stored in there. But all of these are skincare which needs to be organised. Within each of these drawers I also have storage baskets just to keep everything together and organised, and I'm going to do the same process that I did with my makeup drawers, and that is take each individual basket out, give it a clean, give the drawer a clean, and then organise what products I want to keep if I'm going to get rid of anything, and then put them back with a little bit more organisation so that they look nice and tidy. I thought I'd just briefly show you what's in each of these drawers. So this one is literally just face masks. I've got a lot. And then in here I've got cleansers and exfoliators. As you can see, the baskets do keep everything together and organised apart from when they fall out, which is why I need to redo this. And then at the back I've got some exfoliators. And then this drawer is for my moisturizers and toners. These baskets are actually from the range, but I did get them about 3 years ago, so I'm not sure if they'll still have them. But I'm sure places like Wilko sell something pretty similar. And then this one is body skincare. So things like body butters, body moisturizers, targeted treatments, I guess. So basically these are all face skincare, and then this one is body skincare. Now that you've seen what's in the drawers, I'm going to take everything out and then give it all a clean with an antibacterial wipe, and then I'm going to decide if there's any products that I'm going to get rid of, and if not, I'm going to put them all back a lot tidier. Something has leaked in this drawer and like dried onto the drawer, but I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna have to try and get that off. I managed to get whatever that was off, but it probably means that something has leaked in this drawer, so I'm gonna need to find out what it was so that it doesn't do it again. But anyway, that's that one done. These are all of my face masks that are in tubes. I think I'm going to keep them all because I've got quite a lot left in each of them, and none of them are really that old. So I'm going to keep all of these and I'm just going to put them away. And that is the first basket done. This next basket is for sheet masks and masks that are in packets. I have quite a lot of these. I think I'm going to organise them so that the same ones are together, but I've got quite a few different sheet masks and stuff to go through, so this is what I'm going to put into this next basket. I don't think these are going to fit in this basket without it catching on the drawer, so I think I'm going to tuck these down the side instead. And then this is a little headband that just keeps the hair off your face when you do a face mask. I've got a couple of those, so I'll pop those down the side as well. And then this charcoal mud mask I'd opened actually only a couple of days ago, so I'm just going to fold that over and pop that down the front so it's easy to get to. But I think that is all of those face masks now complete. And then the last of my face masks are these, which are in glass containers and pots. I think I'm going to keep all of these because these ones are almost all gone. Even though they've been open a little while, they're still okay, and I've got a little bit left that I just want to use up before I get rid of them. And then these ones are absolutely fine. They've still got a fair amount of product in. This I've never opened. This I've never opened. I'm not even sure what this is. I have no idea what that says, but that was gifted to me, so I will use that. And then I've got this little brush that I use. It came with that face mask, and it's a really good brush just to apply any of these types of face masks, so I'm going to keep it with these in this basket. That was a really easy basket to organise. So that's now all of my face masks done, so I'm going to pop them all back in the drawer before I move on to the next basket. And that is the face mask drawer complete. This is the drawer where something leaked, and I think it was one of my cleansers because it was all stuck to the bottom of the basket, which I managed to get off. So I'm gonna have to try and work out which one of these had leaked. I've worked out which cleanser it was that leaked, and it was this one. So I'm actually gonna get rid of this one because there isn't much left and it's just not worth keeping it. I've decided to keep all of these cleansers because I do use them quite frequently and I like to mix up my skincare routine. I know there seems like there's a lot, and there is, but I just don't really want to get rid of any of them. I'm going to keep all of these and just put them away a little bit tidier. I've managed to organise it a little bit better, so I'm going to put these down the side of the drawer because they won't fit in the basket, along with this and this, which is an eye makeup remover. I might put this on here, but it just depends on whether or not the drawer will shut, so I'm going to have to try that. This is a cleansing sponge, and then this is a face brush, so I'm going to keep those together and tuck them down the side. This is just a spare protector for the brush, and I think that is that basket now done. These are all of the exfoliators that I have. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because it is super old, and there's also not really a lot left in there, and it's just not worth keeping, so I'm going to get rid of that. I think other than that, I'm going to keep everything because I do use all of them. This one is almost finished, but I just want to get that last little bit out before I get rid of it. I've never actually used this, so I don't know if it's any good. I guess it's like an exfoliating sponge. I'm not even too sure, but I'm going to keep it anyway. That one was super simple. There isn't really many exfoliating products that I have. I do have a couple of chemical exfoliators, but they're in one of these baskets instead, so we'll get to that. So that is my cleanser and exfoliator baskets now done. I'm going to pop them back into the drawer before I move on to the next baskets. I also forgot to put these away. I'm actually going to put them in my face mask drawer. I think there's space at the front. I'm just going to put them down there. Now onto my moisturizer basket. As you can see, I've got quite a few different moisturizers, and I think I'm going to probably get rid of this one because it's been open for, I don't even know how long that's been open, so I think it's best just to get rid of that one. In terms of everything else, I think I am going to keep everything. All of these still have a lot of product left in, so I'm not going to get rid of anything. I'm just going to put them into the basket and just make them look a little bit more organized. Is now my moisturizer and serums basket complete. It's probably not the most organized, but it's the most logical way of doing it to make sure that the drawer still shuts, but everything fits, and that's the main thing. So that is now that basket done. Next I'm going to move on to my toners. These these are all of the toners and tonics that I have. I also have things like my micellar water in here. I've got this one that I've never actually opened. I am going to keep everything from here because I want to use everything up before I get rid of them. Like this is almost all gone and this is almost all gone, but I want to use it up first. So I'm actually going to keep everything and just pop them back in the basket. Again, that was a really simple basket to put together. Everything fits quite nicely. And yeah, that is all of my toners and everything done. So along with my moisturizers, I'm going to put these back into the drawer. And that's another drawer finished. In this basket I've got things like body butters and moisturizers. It's not that I have a lot of products, it's just that they're quite big and they take up quite a lot of space. Actually, I didn't realise these were also behind me, so I'm going to have to put these in as well. I think this one's going to have to sit down the side of the drawer with this because they're not going to fit in this basket. Otherwise the drawer isn't going to shut. So I'm going to put them to one side for a moment and just tuck them down the side of the drawer. And then in this basket I have more targeted body skincare, but to be honest I don't really use any of these. I just need someone to be able to store them. I'm probably not going to get rid of any of them at the moment, but I'm just going to put them in here so that they're nice and organised. That one was nice and simple. It didn't really need much to it. I just gave the basket a clean and just reorganised them. But to be honest, it doesn't look that different from when I started, but that is another drawer complete. So now I'm going to put both of these back into the drawer. And that's the last drawer done. I just thought I'd show you what's actually in this basket that sits on the top of my drawers. I did only tidy it up the other day and actually wipe it all down, so I'm not going to take everything out. But what I keep in here is things like my body moisturizer, I've got my micellar water at the back, and I've got a couple of toners. These are hair products, so like a detangler, strengthener, dry shampoo, and I love this 1 to 10. That just helps get any knots out of my hair and just makes it super shiny. And then I've got some deodorant. I always wear 2. Don't ask why, I have no idea. And then I've got a razor and also my hairbrush. But yeah, so that just sits there, so it's easy to access, so I can just grab it every day and not have to go through the drawers or wonder where I've put it. And then in here is where I keep my flannels and face cloths. These are all for when I cleanse my face, because I now remove my makeup with a cloth or a flannel as opposed to makeup wipes, which is great. I wash these after every use, so I just use it once then wash it, which is why I've got quite a few. And yeah, I just thought I'd store them in this basket because it's super easy to get to. Actually, these baskets were both from Wilko. I can't remember how much they were, but I don't think they were much, but they're just really handy, like sturdy storage boxes, so perfect for keeping my flannels and my everyday products. In the end, I didn't really get rid of much, but this is long overdue and there's like nothing in it. I don't even know why I still kept it. And then this was also leaking everywhere, which I didn't know, which is super annoying, so that can go. And then this I had open for a little while. I don't even think there's that much in it, but because it's been open a while, I'm just going to get rid of that as well. There wasn't much in terms of decluttering, but it's still good just to go through my skincare drawers every now and then, just to get rid of any old products or things that are leaking or just things that I don't really use anymore. But I'm still glad I went through my drawers because I was able to get rid of a few things, even though it's not much. So I just thought I'd show you how everything looks. So if you want to see how I've stored my makeup, then you'll need to watch my other video for that one, which I'll leave a link in the description, so make sure you check that out. And then for my skincare, this is how it now looks. So these are my face masks. It looks a lot more tidy and a lot more organised, and I can actually see what I've got, which is always good. And then my cleansers and exfoliators at the back there. Again, super organised, really tidy, and everything's clean, which is great. And I've got rid of the one that was leaking, which is even better. And then in here, we've got all of my moisturisers and serums, and also my toners at the back. Even though this might look a little bit of a mess, I find that these baskets really help just to store everything, especially when it comes to having little products like this that could easily get lost under other things. It just helps to keep everything together, and also I know exactly where everything is. And then obviously I've got my toners at the back, which, I mean, when I want to use them, I just sort of take the basket out and bring it forward. It's probably not the most ideal, but it does keep everything together, and I can also reach my hand underneath. It's not the end of the world. So that is the moisturizers and toners drawer done. And then finally we've got the body skincare drawer, which looks like this. There isn't a huge difference from how it looked before, I guess, but at least I know that everything in this drawer I've gone through and want to keep, and I know that everything's been cleaned as well. So every drawer has been cleaned and tidied, which brings me to the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!